4:43 p.m., a off-duty Atlanta police officers were working an extra job located at Greenbriar Mall. While inside, the officer heard gunfire coming from outside of the mall. He exited the mall by the food court, where he immediately observed a male who appeared deceased from multiple gunshot wounds. While still observing the area, he was able to identify a possible suspect who was detained without incident. This male's been transported to headquarters to be interviewed by homicide detectives. Our preliminary investigation has shown that this is a verbal dispute between strangers that escalated into gunfire, which unfortunately led to the death of a 28-year-old male. So right now we're still working to gather all our video evidence and also some ballistic evidence on scene. We've been able to talk to some witnesses as well. So the investigation is still ongoing, but what we have been able to determine is a verbal dispute between strangers.
So does it seem like this argument started inside? Do we even have any idea what this argument was about?
It appears that it was an outside incident. There was something going on inside, but we don't know the facts of that. But everything between the two males, it really does appear that it was outside of the mall.
We have images of a man in a white shirt being detained. Can you confirm that that's the suspect you guys have, and if he voluntarily stayed on the scene and cooperated?
Well, the response was so immediate by the off-duty officer that he was still right in the vicinity of there. And I'm not sure the image that you saw, but it was a black male that was detained and taken to headquarters.
Are there safety concerns moving forward into the holiday shopping season? You're talking about a weapon here on property here at the Greenbriar Mall, and then having this type of deadly incident.
No, with the holiday season, tempers tend to flare with the shopping season. I would just say that escalating disputes just tend to get out of hand, unfortunately. And just as we enter the season, just to keep cool heads, and not let anger get the best of us.
So over like a parking spot or something?
We don't know.
Lieutenant Butler, your officer being here working an off-duty job, this is one of the benefits of having them working these side jobs. Obviously, not having him here might have changed the outcome of getting the suspect so fast.
Right, absolutely. It's always beneficial. Our off-duty officers are great. They're beneficial to the community. They work a wide range of off-duty extra jobs, and it's beneficial for the hours. And like you said, if he hadn't have been here, who knows, we might not have a suspect, but thankfully he was here to detain a possible suspect.
I mean, how dangerous of a situation was this? We're talking 4:45, 4:43, excuse me, on a Thursday afternoon, a busy mall, right before a busy shopping season. I mean, how close were we to this being a very dangerous situation, even more so than it was already?
So we were able to get video. We are fortunate that there weren't more victims. Thankfully, the response by the officer was able to curtail any of that. And what we see, it looks like that it was a targeted gunfire. So it wasn't like an active shooter situation. It was a one-on-one verbal dispute that escalated in gunfire between that male.
And one witness told us that they thought that the person who was shot was trying to run away or was tying a shoe when they were shot. Can you speak to that at all at this point?
It does appear by video that the male was trying to get away from the male. Yeah.
Typically when we hear these things, it's you say targeted, which it's not like the person just randomly shooting, but you don't always have a stranger on stranger type thing, just kind of a senseless type of argument. Someone had a gun and it led to that.
Yeah, we don't know the circumstances of the argument. We were able to speak with some witnesses, but even them, they weren't sure. So yeah, a stranger on stranger, it's just unfortunate that somebody's here at the mall and then a verbal dispute leads to gunfire.
And you said he was running away. Where was he running from?
It happened right outside the food court.
I didn't know if he was running from one spot to another or if it was
Just right on the sidewalk of the food court.
And we've heard 6 shots at point blank range, one in the head. Can you confirm that?
We're still investigating that. We'll wait for the ME to determine all the exact gunfire